Connecting. Hey there, welcome back, guys. We're going to be streaming and testing out the camera. What we're going to be printing the utensils. I'll show you right here some utensils that you could actually use for eating. It's a card size knife, fork, toothpick kit remix with spoon. If you go hiking, you don't want to carry utensils. It does say to spray it with this stuff or coat it with the cup patch. Basically what it does, if you want to not have that plastic taste, but it's plastic, it's PLA, and I don't think anything bad will happen. It says apply a layer of water-based food contact varnish to make it waterproof and more food contact compatible. Well, think about all the ingredients that are actually in your food. So this is, I mean, I'm not worried about it. All right, so without any further ado, let's get started. We're going to send this G-code file. We downloaded it. I'm going to print it in the dynamic settings, the regular settings from Cure, nothing fancy. I'll just leave them as is. And then basically I'm going to go to the printer, right? My Beagle print, log in, and let's see what we got here. Oh, I was like, wait, where's my camera? Printable files, and we have our fish code. I'm going to upload it. It's on my desktop, and here we are. And there it is, right there. And open. There's a link to this camera, which allows you to stream in the description down below. You also need Minicam, is the application that actually allows you to stream. Okay, and then we'll go here. We'll press print. I'm using PLA yellow. We could print multicolor, but I chose yellow. And then we'll press print. There it is. The printer is starting. Looks like we'll just move over a little bit here so we can transition into perhaps this screen here and see how it goes. Printer's got to warm up. The nozzle has to reach a temperature of about 200, and the bed about 65, 60, depending on your settings for your printer. I usually let the slicer do all the settings when it comes to the temperature, so I make it foolproof. Once it reaches the correct temperature for the nozzle and the print bed, everything's just, the magic will happen. It looks like we got an hour and 29 minutes. It's hard to say time wise because the time is usually off. Last time it told us we had an 11-hour print, and it actually took about 8 hours, so 3-hour difference. So it's possible that this print could take 45 minutes. We don't really know. Time will tell. I'll be checking in and out again to see how the print actually works out. Maybe I'll do some flight simulations, brush up on my flight skills, but let you guys watch the print in the meantime, because this is the STL file that we're printing for the cutlery, knife, fork, spoon, and toothpick. And then we'll be able to test it out once it's done printing to get a better idea of what the experience is like to actually use 3D printed utensils. We printed a tool. We actually printed a 3D printed wrench, and it actually worked on the lawnmower. So whether or not these materials are dishwasher compatible, but if you use this to go hiking, I'm sure you can row your boat gently down the stream and wash these in the river and be able to reuse them again. Most likely, if you need to recycle them, you probably put them with the plastic of your recycling, but so far so good. But one thing I want to do is spray it with some 3D lac. Actually, it looks like it is printing in the multicolor filament, which isn't so bad, but I don't think green is a food color. So you know what I'm gonna do, I wonder if we can pause this. Hold on a second. Pause. Right, change the filament to yellow, make it more appealing, and 1 second, I will be right back. Just want to bring the print nozzle back home so that we can actually change the filament. So I'm just going to go to status and controls. Hopefully it'll let me bring it back home. If not, that's okay, because we can just throw the filament in and let the printer work its magic from there. Curve printable files. Yeah, I don't think it'll let me go back home. And you can only control the print from your computer once you start it from your computer. If you start it from the printer, then you can't control it from the computer. Okay? Okay, hopefully it'll let us resume. From here on, we weren't able to bring the print nozzle back home. Maybe it might have been possible from the, let's see, hold on. The touchpad is inoperable only because we started the print from here. If we started the print from the touchpad, we would have no access from the computer. Okay, and in case you're wondering what the interface looks like from the computer, it's actually right here. And we'll choose this window for you. See? So you see we can't bring it back home because the print already started. We paused it, right? But we can click resume. But I was able to put the filament further down into the extruder, so it should streamline the experience and allow it to push and pick up where it left off, hopefully. Okay, so we're just gonna hit resume, and hopefully the cutlery will be able to print. It will print, it's just matte getting that. Looks like we got some, what have we got in here? Yeah, so far so good. We'll know it'll turn from green to yellow, like a greenish yellow on the first layer, but everything else moving forward should, see, yellow is right there. So it looks like it's printing the silhouette of one utensil. I'm not sure which utensil is going to come first, but you could always check the STL file and see. But I'm just going to have a look and see what that little thing is in the middle. Really nice. So it's printing the fork first. I'll let you guys have a look. I'm just going to push to my computer the reflector, and then once I get it up and loading, I'll share with you that screen. Okay? So you guys can see from my camera. Okay, 1 second. There we are. I just need to shrink the screen. And there we are. Open up my camera. Nice video. And give me 1 minute. I'm going to shrink it a little bit. I wonder if, give me 1 second. I wonder if I can add my iPhone to the as an additional camera for the Minicam application. Let's see. cameras? FaceTime? No, it's fine though. I'll just move things around a bit so that you guys can see from here. Oh, nice. There we go, in about a couple of seconds. Oh, nice, look at that, that's really nice. Wait till I get my camera over. Yeah, I think that's a good spot right there. All right, let's see. Record a little bit. So as you can see, that's really neat because even though it's greenish yellow, as soon as it pushes out all the multicolor filament, it's going to be a solid green color because it's going to be a layer that we're not going to be able to see because it's going to be somewhere within, let's say, the middle of, like right around there. So we won't be able to see it. This is just a fidget, but it'll have like a line in the beginning. I'm not sure if that's the top of the spoon or the bottom, but you know, so far so good. I actually installed Facebook on here. It's kind of interesting, but it takes up a lot of I can remove it. I don't like to keep it on here because it takes up a lot of battery power and geolocations and stuff like that. So whenever I do Facebook, I do it from my computer. All right. So now knowing that, moving forward, let's go back to the printer. This is just from the browser because you can also see your 3D printer from the browser. Again, there's a video you can watch that will show you how to live stream your print. So as you see here, it's my desktop, but I'm actually streaming from Minicam. Okay. Oh, I don't even think if you guys actually saw that. Hold on a second. One moment, please. In transition. And show you guys the camera view again. Okay. There you go. Whoops. So as you see, it actually looks pretty good if you ask me. I'm just going to stop the mirroring from here so we get the full gist of it there. So as you see, like I was saying, I'm inside my browser, but every camera has an IP address. So as long as you can have the IP address to that camera, you can stream using ManyCam. But you need the URL, and there's actually a video. I'll leave in a link to this description in case you want that. It'll just say how to live stream. Okay. Actually, I can actually do that now, but let me go back to the main streaming application / software. 1 second. There we are. We're back here, and in the meantime, oops, I will go back to YouTube. We'll check on the stream. No need for this to be open for me. Make sure I'm in the correct window. And of course, I promised the folks I'd be back. And I'm just gonna go to my channel, and I'm just gonna stop that. Oh, interesting. Hopefully we're live. I'll go to stream. Might have sent it as private. And then we'll go write it. Huh, interesting. Public. And then save. And now we should be live. Interesting. So I'll have to probably show you guys again what's happening, or just rewind, go back and watch from the beginning. It's pretty interesting if you ask me. Now if I press refresh on here, we should be hopefully live. If not, that's okay. Looks like I might have to go into my settings and change some things from the stream so that it actually pushes. Go to my channel, live stream, my content, of course. So that's the only downside to ManyCam, is that by default, which is it could be a good thing. It could be a silver lining when you think about it, because sometimes you want to make sure your stream is actually good to go before it's good to go, and you might not like the way it comes out. So now I'm gonna publish it, and we should be live right about now. Yeah, there we go. Card size, knife, fork, and toothpick. Let's see if the thumbnail didn't load. Okay, interesting with that concept, but that's okay. Always keep your thumbnails on a backup. Date modified. There we go. This way it makes it more engaging. Let's scratch drive 2026. Alright, and then now I select open and save. Hopefully it saved all the other details, but again, I will add that in the description for those of you who would like to know how to live stream their camera, their 3D printed camera, if that makes any sense. And let's see, just going to change some of the settings on my print. So it'll be in the top, and it's called How to Live Stream 3D Printer from Your Computer. Okay, that'll be there for those that actually want live stream. And we'll check on the print again. All right. Just making some changes to the default settings so that, again, the Manycams application by default will make your video private, which is again a blessing in disguise, but also a nightmare, because if you forget to press live before you go live, you know, you're basically, the show doesn't go live until after you're done, and thankfully we're live. Okay, and all right, and that's it. Now I'm gonna launch the video and see if we got any comments or questions. Look at that! Wow, gotta love it. I don't need to see it because I'm watching it, but I'm gonna share with you guys again how it's coming out with the from my desktop, so I can share the camera with you guys. Okay. Let's see what we have here. I'm just gonna open up the screen sharing to my phone. I actually want to open up the Beagle print camera settings too, because I would like to see how much time is left. Remember, if you were watching from the beginning, you would see that the Beagle Camera is off a tad. See, it says, oh wow. So it's been printing for 19 minutes, but there's about an hour left of the print, but it's at 16%, so it's kind of hard to believe that, but we'll see. I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger so that you guys can see. I'm gonna push the camera and we'll check on it again. Like a video, and then we'll use reflector, because that top side view is really amazing. And then 1 second. Nice, there we go. And we'll check out the printer. Oops, forgot you can't put it in portrait mode, otherwise things get a little screwy. And then I'll just move it here, and I'll bring it back. Actually, it isn't. Bring it back to the printer view, so we can watch from there. Kind of neat, huh? So, you know, and you notice that the first layer was a greenish multicolor, but then we switched the filament because green really isn't a food color, I find. I don't know. Maybe my vegetables can be green, but not my pizza or not my utensils. Yellow is kind of nice. It's refreshing, and then we have can stop mirroring from there. Hold on 1 second, so we can get back to our, you know, save on the bandwidth on 5. Hopefully that's sunk. If not, that's okay. I will. Nice. I have to watch an ad in order to see the video. Yes. 5. I have to to watch an ad. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'll just come back again. Just checking, running some tests on the settings to make sure on 5 that everything's okay. And we'll bring you back to the show. Look at that. Smooth, clean prints. Gotta love it. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna watch here. Test on the settings to make sure I'm on 5. Oh, nice. Okay. There's a little trick you have to do to get your settings the way you want. But so far so good. I like how it's like really smooth with the print. Just gonna change some settings here in the metadata. In the meantime, you guys enjoy this, and then we've got about another 45 minutes left to the print. And I'm just gonna close some windows. It's really nice. What do you guys print? Do you print? Are you watching prints, or is this your first time seeing 3D print come to life? Really, our last 3D print was the dragon, which was really nice. I'm just gonna go to my channel again. Update the metadata. I'm just gonna pop out the chat in case folks come. Told them that I'd be back, and I'm just gonna make some edits to the metadata. We're going to check on the print again. We're going to log in. I'm going to log in from my computer. We're at 29%. It says we have 59 minutes left. It's possible it could be 30. We'll know in a bit. We've been streaming for about 32 minutes. On our last print, that was 11 hours. The timer said that it was 11 hours here on the Beagle print camera, but the actual time it took to print was 8. So the Beagle print software is a little off with calculating how much time is left. So, you know, don't assume that that's the time you're going to have when you go to print your 3D print and, you know, go for a drive or a hike and then think you're going to come back to print. You know, you might miscalculate, or as you can see, the software does miscalculate, but that's okay. At the end of the day, you're going to have something amazing printed that you could use on one of your adventures. All right, knowing that, moving forward, let's see from the bird's eye view. Look at that. Nice, clean prints. I'm just going to open up my camera. I'm going to push to the screen so that you guys can see. I'm using reflector. Now I'll just check it out. Kind of neat, huh? Looks like things moved over. That's okay. Looks like we lost our screen. And look at that. We have our toothpick. We've got our. I don't think you guys saw. Hold on one second, because I didn't transition the screen. Let's have another peek. Look at that. So now we're watching it from the web browser. And this will allow us to push the experience from the phone to the computer. Okay. We may have, it switched screens. It actually kicked it over to the other monitor, which is fine. We know how to fix that. And then now we're going to move back. Kind of neat, huh? Yeah, gotta love it. Let's see, I'm just gonna stop the mirroring from here. No need to see that for now. We'll come back and check in again. Just quit that and bring you guys back to the Beagle print camera view. And with myself in there, little watermarker of me. Looks like the configuration worked. If you plug out make sure your camera's charged, plug out the camera, turn it off, leave it off for 10 minutes. After it's off for 10 minutes, then plug everything in, and you should have a streamlined experience where your camera should record for hours and you don't have to work under the gun, hopefully. We'll test it out again tomorrow. Let's see where we're at. Oops. I'm gonna so it says we're at 37%, and there is exactly 53 minutes left, and it's been printing for 36. We'll see how exact these numbers are compared to our last experience. But so far so good. It looks good. We'll check in every now and again, see if anyone's here yet. Looks like some of the guys may have done some other things, but that's okay. And I'm just going to slide things over so that I can see. There's our chat window, and maybe work on some other stuff. See if this is fully charged. Nice. A little tester for components is ready to go. Just gonna get things ready for our next soldering show tomorrow. Should be interesting. And we're going to build a transistor radio. Really interesting. So I'm gonna solder my tip, tin my tip. And I'll get everything ready. I might order another one next month, another tip. I like to have my stuff ready before I solder, so that I'm good to go. Can't wait to try out the new cutlery. Should be interesting. Now we're at 40% at 51 minutes. So looks like it's on target. Sometimes it isn't. Just wrapping the solder around the tip so that it'll start to melt the way it should, and tin it. Little thingy over here. And I'm just going to plug in my soldering iron. So far, so good. I'm getting hungry just looking at this. Can't wait to try out the new fork, spoon, knife experience from the 3D printer. I actually saw it on one of the Facebook groups. Someone posted it. I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. Some people were impressed by it and some weren't. Just gonna blow that away. I was impressed by it. I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. Just so nice. That's a good. It's a good tin. I love it. Yeah. Let's put a little bit more solder on the tip. I believe it is ready to go. Yeah, it's good to go. Nice. Now I can plug it out. Get it ready for tomorrow. We're at 43%, 40 minutes into the print. We're going to check on it, see how it's doing. See? Now everything is ready for tomorrow. Thankfully the print isn't turning into spaghetti, which is a good sign. You don't ever want your prints to go south, but sometimes they do. Sometimes it could happen mid-print, start of the print, at the end of the print. That's happened to me at the end of the print. You just never know. You really don't know. Just choosing a thumbnail for tomorrow's video. I'm going to make a new one. It's kind of interesting. The last time we built a transistor radio, no, we built a crank radio, COVID happened. And this time we're building a transistor radio and nothing will happen, hopefully, right? Let's see. Now I'm just going to continue on. I'll check on the print again in a second. Takes care of that, and that. We're at 48%. It's still looking good. See if anyone's here. Check out the print. No one's here yet. Alright, let's check it out. There we are. We'll check out the print again. Still got a ways to go. Kind of neat. Gotta love it. There, I'm just gonna quit the mirroring so we can see. 57% done. It says there's 37 minutes left. So you do something in the meantime while your print's printing. Clean up the desktop in your computer, making a thumbnail. Average time to make a thumbnail can take anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, just trying to perfect it and make it right. And then when you think you had it and got it right, you wind up scrapping it and trying again. So in this case, I'm gonna try again. 58%. And you have all the time in the world. There's no hurry. Okay. See, I'm working on it. I'll let you guys have a peek at what I'm trying to do. Trying to build the thumbnail for our next stream, which is right there. See? How to build a transistor radio. Got the A. A. Go back to our print. Check it out. See if anyone's come in yet. Nope, no one's here. All right. Nice. There we go. Now I just need to get the image when everything's down here. And let's check it out. Let's see where we are with our print. Nice. I'm gonna check it out on the here, I'm just gonna make it bigger. It's almost done. Hold on, let me escape. I want to see how much time is left. So we're at 66% and print time has been an hour and it says there's 30 minutes left. Okay. And let's make it bigger so we can see how our utensils are popping out. I'm just going to push so that we can see from here. Because this will give us the top view. I'll have to slide this over. The app I'm using right now is called Reflector. That allows you to see your phone. Even though the new Mac OS operating system has a similar thing built in, your phone has to be locked in order to have that experience, and you cannot use the camera. So in order to use your camera and also screen mirror your phone, you have to use reflector. Okay, knowing that, moving forward, let's go back, to our camera and check it out. I kept trying to catch the knife. The knife is serrated, which is kind of cool. We'll be able to test it out and see if I can cut some meat and cheese and peppers, and we'll use a spoon for dessert. And I'll let you know how everything tastes afterwards, whether or not I'm able to have a full restaurant experience and eat with it without that aftertaste of PLA, or am I going to be able to taste my burger, cheese, and pepper and yogurt for dessert with a hint of chocolate, or is it all going to taste like PLA? Time will tell. We'll put it to the test. Just going to bring the camera back to its regular view. Instead of the browser, we just get the real stream from the camera. There we go. It's almost done. We are at, I'm just going to go back and see, 71%. It's almost done. A little not disappointed, but like skeptical on how it's going to work, because it's kind of thin, right? It's not as thick as your usual utensil. So, knowing that and moving forward, hopefully, it's not going to be so thin where you put it in your mouth and you taste the thinness of the spoon. But that's okay. We're at 72%. I'm just going to work on some stuff and let you guys enjoy that in the meantime. Someone saw the video where we built this robotics car. Apparently they put the chip in backwards and fried it. I'm going to see if I can find the chip number and maybe find, maybe they can buy the chip without having to buy the whole unit. But again, this is why we work on our soldering skills before building a drone, because it's better to fry a $10 piece versus $100 or $60. Oh nice, I can see. DN22XL. Let's see. DN22XL. LM393. LM393. Oh nice. There's a whole data sheet. Oh my god. Well, supposedly. Yeah. LM393. LM393. One second, I'm just going to open this up and hopefully we can see the chip number in here. Once I can, I'll share with you on the live screen. 1 second. Just want to check the stream. Oh wow, 83%. 18 minutes left. Okay, we got this. Okay, let's see if we can zoom in on it. 1 second. Oh, nice. There it is. It's backwards. Why it does that, I don't know. It's a glitch with Apple, but here's the chip. 1 second. Put me there. Okay, so the chip number is LM393, and on the top we have DN, right? Here, I'll activate the cursor so that you can see. Let's see, enable cursor. So look, LM393, DN22X, and I believe the last letter is L. Okay, type that in, and when you Google it, the same chip shows up. Let's see if I can. Hey, where? Bring that in. Nope, lost it. Because everything is backwards. Let's see, bring it in, bring it out. Bring it out, bring it in. That goes that way. That brings it in, more out. Or we can adjust it. Oh, nice, look at that. But it would have to be higher. Ah. There we are, there's our chip. So you just have to reverse it. I'm using Photo Booth. Fortunately with Photo Booth, everything comes in backwards. But let's, that we're able to help you there in case you, those of you watching the 3D print are like, what happened? Nothing. We also answer questions live. If you want to see where that question came from, right here, I put the chip in backwards and got fried. So hopefully all they'll have to do is replace the chip on this robotics thing. But it's a really cheap kit, but it's only $6 for the chip, and sometimes, you know, that could save things. Let's go back to our print, because watching this is making me hungry. So hopefully that helps you, and you'll be up and running in no time. If not, you'll have to get the kit again, but the parts are still good. You know, they're salvageable. If you get this thing here, you can test the parts with this. Okay, let's see where we are with our print. We've got 88% left. Can't wait, gotta love it. Let's check it out. Hold on, let me push everything so it goes over here. I'm just gonna slide things over and then make the screen bigger. 89%. Wow, I can't wait. Where's my camera? Great. Now I'll share with you guys. 1 second. There we are. There's the car, robotics car that we built. It's just a little microscope. Everything's great except everything comes in backwards. I have to Google it again and see what software is in there. I have a box somewhere back there because it might be ideal to use the software that's proprietary for it, because when you use photo booth, everything comes in backwards. But it's really nice. It works on a black line. But that's another story. I'm putting this back here. Got about 11 minutes left. That should give me time to look for the box that thing came in over a year ago, so we can find the right software so that things are just not backwards when you look into the microscope. Wireless digital microscope. It's a couple of years old, but you know, it still works. It does what it has to do. Not everything has to be the latest and greatest, as long as it, you know, serves its function. 94%. You're good to go. Oh, nice. And oh, but they're showing it being used with the iPhone. Bummer. Because with the iPhone, there's a proprietary software, which, yeah, I'm familiar with that. And nothing comes in backwards. 95%. I mean, I could show you that. That would be ideal. It's not bad. I'm done. Let's scan it from the App Store. Unilab. %, almost there. I'm getting hungry. Can't wait to try it. %. 98%. Probably because it's in use. Oh, too late. Well, let's check this out another time. Our utensils are ready. Gotta love it. Alright, so we're gonna have to clear things out of the way. Dedicate our time to the star of the show. Just clearing away. And I'm gonna bring everything over. Let's have one last look at it from the top. Now remember, you want to wait for your prints to cool off. If you don't, they're hard to take off. Alright, and require a little bit of a struggle. But I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like from the top bird's eye view. Okay. And then we'll come back into our computer and see what the cameras show us. There we are. Oops. Wrong one. Is it locked? Yeah, it's locked. Great. See? An hour and 22 minutes. Okay? Compared to what, you know, what it told us. Second. Just gonna stop mirroring. I'm gonna take everything off. Let's see if I change the stream to here. Okay. Oh, actually, you probably want to see the print come off first, right? There we are. And let's do a view from here. Okay. 1 second. Just clean the board. You guys see that? All right, there we are. This is kind of neat. So let me just get this out of the way. Oh, I don't know. I don't have any. Where's my keyboard? Or start chats. All right, so remember in the beginning we paused the print because I don't know, green isn't really appealing as a food color for me. For some other folks it might be. So you see we caught it just in time, and if we look at it, the bottom part is a little greenish, right? And then the rest, so we caught it just in time. But if you want a solid color, you know, you'll have to start the print off with whatever color it is. But it's pretty good. Look at that. Turning it over. Pretty good. The knife is serrated, which is really amazing. So, you know, it's like a little survival kit. Maybe that's what I should put. Preppers, things you must have has a prepper. It comes off easily. There's no struggle. I like that. Whoever built this could probably, I'm gonna check out their profile, because I could imagine them building like toys or something that are really fun to put together if this is how it prints, you know. It just comes off really easily. Look at that. A little spoon. Looks like a spoon from the Haagen-Dazs ice cream. It does feel a little brittle, but still good. Like, it feels like it could easily break, you know. You might want to be careful with that. You could always use some sandpaper there to get the remnants off, like from these little latch thingies. There's our fork. Right. Kind of cool. And just twist it, and the remnants, you know, whatever that part adhesive that it was sticking to help bind it. It's amazing all this came from a printer. And there's our little the toothpick. I'm not sure if I'd use that. You know, maybe if I was in the woods and I got a piece of meat stuck in my teeth, that can be painful. I might use it, but you know, being that it comes apart so easily, I'd hate to get a piece of plastic stuck in my tooth and having to end my adventure by going off trail and having to find the nearest orthodontist so that I can. It's not bad, but I wouldn't put that in my mouth. Maybe I'd use a toothpick for something else. Filleting a fish, not filleting a fish, the deboning, right? Yeah, if it does the deboning, then that would be great. Now, so let's move all this out of the way, right? Because we're gonna put it to the true test. What good are utensils, right, if you can't use them? So knowing that, and moving forward, we got to put it to the test. All right, what do we have here? We have our spoon for dessert, We have our fork, right? And our serrated. The knife is serrated. It's really, look at that. Look at this. Look at the edges on that. Look at that. Looks like it can cut through anything. We have a little burger, in case you're wondering what that is, with some Chipotle sauce. So that should be really interesting. With a jalapeno pepper. No reaction. It's pickled though, so there won't be any reaction. So we'll take a little, we'll dig in with the fork. Not bad. The fork hits the knife, and let's see if it'll cut a little bit of the burger. This is pretty good. Maybe I'll go around the cheese a little bit so that we can actually see the burger, right? How's it? The knife works its magic. Pepper's got a little bit of a kick to it, but you can try it. It works. The fork, oh wow, that's hot. The fork is still intact. You're not gonna accidentally eat a piece of it. It does work. Pretty good. You don't taste the PLA. You could accidentally cut the knife with the fork and you don't lose any plastic. You want to make sure that you're not eating it, right? So it's pretty strong. I would probably make it more dynamic, stronger. It's pretty strong though. It's at its base settings. So that's for the burger. Look at that. We'll try cut the pepper again. I could see how you might want to print another one because we don't taste PLA, but you do have, remnants of food that gets in there on one side. It might be another way to print it so that this side is smoother. So they're both smoother. But remember, this is the first layer. So what you could do, you probably print a skirt, right? Or a raft, and then peel it off, and then the initial layer won't be like that, but it's still pretty good. Right, so there's our burger. That was a really good dinner. I can totally, again, I'm not sure if I'd use that because I'd hate for a piece of plastic to actually get stuck on you. I'd probably go to the store and buy something off the shelf, those toothpicks. And now let's try the spoon. See how the spoon works. We have some yogurt here for dessert. I'm gonna test it out. Got some. It's a flip pack. So the flip pack, we basically turn everything over. Get a little nice peanut butter, and if you're allergic to peanuts. So here's our spoon. It's a little. You could use a little sanding. Make sure you get all the remnants off before you start eating your food. It's a little small. Reminds me of the Haagen-Dazs ice cream spoon. Again, we want to see if we can taste that PLA, or is it going to affect the flavors? Certain foods blend, but no PLA. I'd feel more safer eating it printed straight from here than putting that chemical stuff that they said to put on to make it more food friendly. Safe. What does that mean? Plus all the stuff that's in here is just as bad too. All the preservatives. But It's not bad. Gotta love it. And the camera's still going and not dying. I think I figured out the secret formula to having the camera not glitch out on the live stream. Not bad. A little messy. It's hard to eat with dainty bites when you're a man and you want manly bites. I'm gonna have to scale this up. But then again, if you scale it up, it's gonna take longer to print. Let's go here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Anyway, I hope that this video helped you in understanding, the possibilities on how you can print your cutlery for that hiking, camping adventure, or maybe you just moved into your new house and you took everything with you but the silverware, but the kitchen sink, and you need some utensils and the store's closed and you got food in the fridge and you can't wait until Monday. So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. That's it. The show's over. Alright. Well, I'm going to finish my yogurt. I was like, what's that in there? It's so good. I'll leave these down here. I'm thinking of getting a microwave. Go over there. I used one though, nothing new. Alright, that's it. Show's over. No reaction. Got some jalapeno peppers. They're pickled though. Alright. See you guys next time.